Good morning. Welcome to yoga. Happy Friday, everybody. I hope you're doing great. Do we have any special requests for today? Just the usual? Okay. Sounds good. I feel like we're back to last semester. Um, just the three of us. Okay, let's jump right in. We'll meet on our mats. And a seated position. And we'll start by rooting through the sits bones, reaching tall through the spine, the crown of the head. Becoming aware of the breath. Maybe setting an intention. And from here, let's inhale the arms up to the sky. Interlace the fingers, exhale right. Inhale center. Exhale left. Inhale center. Exhale, reach those hands out in front of us, walk them forward. Let's walk those fingers over to the right side. And to the left. Back to center. And up to your tall torso. And however your legs are crossed now, let's switch them. And we'll inhale those arms up one more time. Interlace the fingers. Exhale left. Inhale center. Exhale right. Inhale center. Exhale, reach right out in front of you. Walk the fingertips forward. Maybe notice how this stretch is similar or different. Let's walk the fingers over to the left side. Back to center. And to the right side. Back to center. And up to our tall torsos. All right, hopefully our legs are a little more balanced. From here, let's place our hands on the mat, swing the legs around into a tabletop position. And we'll start with our cat-cow flow. Inhaling in cow, exhaling in cat. Just a few more breaths here. And then we'll come back to our neutral spine. From here, let's tuck the toes and lift the hips into a downward facing dog. You're welcome to walk out the dog, dropping one heel and then the other. And on the next breath, let's step forward with our right foot into a lunge. Just holding the lunge for a moment. Then let's drop the left knee to the mat, untuck those toes. Inhale the arms up to the sky, crescent pose. Really finding that stretch in the hip flexor. Exhale your hands to the mat. From here, let's start to straighten the front leg, walking the hands back into a reverse lunge. And let's bring the hands back forward into our lunge. From here, you're welcome to stay here in the lunge for just a minute, finding your stretch here. Or you can bring your hands, both arms to the inside of that leg. Maybe walking the foot out, maybe letting the knee open up to the side. Either staying here on your hands or dropping onto your elbows. All just variations of lizard pose. On the next breath, let's come back to our low lunge from wherever you're at. We'll bring that right foot over to the left side, drop the knee into a half pigeon. And you're welcome to find whichever form of this pose works for you today, whether that's on your elbows or on your hands, or reaching back to your left leg. On your next breath, if you're on your elbows, we'll come back up to our hands. We'll tuck the back toes and step back to a downward facing dog. On the next inhale, we'll step forward the left leg into a lunge. Holding this for just a moment. And we'll drop the right knee, untuck those toes, and inhale, arms up to a crescent pose. Exhale those hands back to the mat. We'll start to straighten the front leg, walking the hands back into a reverse lunge. And we'll walk those hands forward through our low lunge. Maybe staying here for a little bit, or if you'd like, you can bring the left hand to the inside of the leg. You're welcome to drop that knee out or drop onto your elbows, whatever works for you, wherever you're finding the stretch that you need. And on the next breath, we'll come back through our low lunge and walk that foot across, dropping the knee into half pigeon. Maybe staying here on your hands or reaching back to that foot or dropping onto your elbows. On the next breath, wherever you're at, let's bring our hands underneath our shoulders. We'll tuck the back toes and step back to a plank this time. And slowly lower all the way down to the mat. From here, we'll spread our arms out to a 45-degree angle. And on the next inhale, lift the chest and ooze off the ground. Maybe reaching those hands out to the sides. Engaging the back muscles and letting those shoulders come down away from your ears as you do this. And exhale, release to the mat. Rest your left cheek on the mat. On the next inhale, we'll lift back up, reaching those arms out, chest off the ground, holding this for just a minute. And release, rest your right cheek on the mat. On your next breath, we'll do a little pec stretch. So it depends on the person. Some people prefer to keep their arms at a 45. Some people prefer straight out to the side. You can play around with it, pick whichever one's best for you. But we'll leave the left hand on the ground and place the right hand just a little bit underneath the shoulder. Start to lift up the chest. And hopefully we'll feel that stretch right in the left pec. If you need to, you might need to walk that hand down or out. And we'll release that back to the mat. Let's reach our right arm out either at the 45 or the straight arm. Place the left hand underneath the shoulder. Slowly lift the chest. And release that back to the mat. Place both hands underneath the shoulders. We'll lift up through tabletop. to a seated position at the back of our mat. Swing those legs around. Stretch the feet out straight in front of us in Dandasana. You're always welcome to have bent knees if that helps keep your spine neutral. From here, let's inhale the arms up to the sky. Exhale, seated forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. And we'll slowly walk the hands back up to our tall torso. We'll spread the legs wide. Inhale the right arm up to the sky, left hand towards the left foot. On the next breath, we'll come back through center, right hand towards the right foot, left hand up to the sky. And let's drop that left hand over towards the right foot, so our whole torso is over that right leg. Let's walk those hands over to the left foot. And to the center, straight out in front of you. Maybe see if you can reach them out an inch further than you thought you could. And we'll slowly walk those hands up to our tall torso. We'll bring the legs in front of us in attentive position. Slowly lay onto your back. Inhale the right knee to the chest. You're welcome to take the ankle in little circles here. Or maybe the whole knee in little circles. Let's stretch that right foot up to the sky, maybe holding behind the hamstring or the calf. And release that right ankle to the left knee. Hug the left knee into the chest. Supine figure four. We'll drop the left foot to the mat. Spread the arms out to the sides. And let the legs fall to the left as your gaze comes to the right. Inhale back to center. Release that right foot to the mat. We'll hug the left knee into the chest. Maybe taking the ankle in little circles. Maybe taking the whole knee in little circles. And on the next breath, stretch that left leg up to the sky, holding behind the hamstring or the calf. And release the left ankle to the right knee. Hug the right leg into the chest for supine figure 4. We'll drop the right foot to the mat. Send the arms out to the sides and let the legs fall to the right as your gaze comes to the left. Inhale the legs back to center. Release the left foot to the mat. Hug both knees into your chest. Maybe rock side to side. On the next breath, we'll come to stillness. We'll stretch the left foot out in front of us and the right foot out in front of us. Maybe leave your hands at your sides, palms open to the sky. And let your body come to stillness. Becoming aware of your breath. And finding one thing to keep your mind focused on, letting go of everything else. We'll be here in Shavasana for about 6 minutes. I'm gonna let it be a silent Shavasana, so that just means like if you have any music going in the background, you can focus on that, or you can choose maybe to focus on your intention or your breath. And just let everything else leave your mind. And we'll come back in about 5 minutes. On the next breath, we'll start to become aware of our body once again. Maybe wiggling the fingers and the toes, or rolling the wrists and the ankles. Let's hug both knees into the chest. Rock side to side. And then front to back. And on the third rock, we'll come up to our seated position. From here, let's inhale the arms up to the sky. Exhale the hands to heart center. Thank you guys for practicing with me today. Namaste. I hope you all have a great Friday and a super fantastic weekend. And I look forward to seeing you on Monday.